Okay guys, so tonight we're going to talk about this concept I call pulling the trigger. So what actually inspired this video concept of pulling the trigger was I was out actually gaming with this girl I'm dating currently, and we went to go hit on this girl to try to get a three-way with her. And though it didn't quite work out, we were kind of just talking with the girl and just more shooting the shit. The girl was kind of lower, not really in party mode. So we're just like, oh, blah, 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 just being friendly and kind of like pushing things here and there. And then we found out that she was actually waiting for this guy that she had met. Now, the backstory with her and this guy is that they had met some months ago, back in July. And we were probably talking to her about 2 weeks ago. So she's been talking to this guy since July, text messaging on and off, been going back and forth. And then the guy, a month before, is like, oh, hey, I'm going to be out in Seattle. Like, it was a long-distance relationship. I'm going to be out in Seattle. Let's go hang out together. Like, I'm going to be in... Or he didn't even say, let's go hang out together. He was like, I'm going to be out in Seattle. So she's like, oh, okay. And he's like, a month from now, I'm going to be here. And he's like, really stoked for it. Cool. So then that weekend comes where we meet her. And he's out in Seattle. He's like, yeah, I'm here with my friends. And she's like, okay, great. And she's excited, too, to see him. And she's like, is he going to ask me? Or is he going to, like... Are we going to hang out, or what's going to happen? Like, he's here. We're both excited. We've been talking since July through text messaging, flirting back and forth. We obviously like each other. And then that night happens, Friday night, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm partying with my friends. We're having a fun time. And she's like, oh, cool. And then, like, it's later in the night, and, like, me and my girl are, like, keeping her company and partying with her. And then finally he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, and she, like, calls him, and, like, it doesn't work out, and then, like, by the end of the night, she's just butthurt. And she ends up, actually, like, I end up going home with the girl that I'm dating, and one of my other buddies, I'm like, dude, just try to pull her, because she had a friend that my buddy was trying to fuck. So I was like, dude, you guys are two, go for it. And so my buddy ends up trying to pull her. And this whole time, like, if this guy had just learned to pull the trigger, he would have had it. Like, he probably didn't even have that good of game. And so that's what kind of, like, struck this epiphany of, I've seen this before, is like, you don't have to have, like, the best game in the world, but if you just learn the simple concept of pulling the trigger, then you could get your results like, what, 80% more if you actually asked a girl out on a date. So that's what we're going to dive into, is the concept of pulling a trigger. Now, what is pulling the trigger when I say that? That means actually making the move. Making the fucking move. You are the guy. Make the move. All he had to text was, do you want to hang out? Or not even that, not even ask. Fuck that shit. Like, let's hang out, let's grab drinks. I say that to every girl I meet. Tinder, dating, whatever. Let's hang out, let's get drinks. Remember that into your brain. Let's hang out, let's get drinks. Simplest thing in the world, nonchalantly. You can be like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, about this. Oh, cool. Let's hang out, let's get drinks. Practice it 10 times before bed every night. The point I'm trying to make here is, it's something very simple. It's one easy step. This guy could have been the ballerest dude. He probably could have been a really great guy. Probably had a huge-ass schlong, huge-ass dick. But he didn't pull the trigger, so he didn't get to jerk off his little dick into this girl's vagina. Like, he just fucked it up. So that's what I'm saying is, like, this one little concept of pulling the trigger could be fucking up your game. You could be having great game. You could be sparking attraction. You could be a sexy-looking dude with a big-ass dick. But if you're not asking girls out or making moves, you're not going to get anywhere. So what is the fundamental behind this concept of pulling the trigger, making a move? Well, it's what I've talked about before in my 5 pillars of game, but I really want to dive into it so you understand it fully. It is leading. It's leading the situation, leading the conversation. Leading can go into everything. It's leading. It's being in charge. It's you're the problem solver, the man, figuring out what to do. And why? Because if you're doing all the work, it puts you in control of what's happening, and then the girl can just relax, ease into getting in the zone, and she's more likely to fuck. If the girl has to make all the decisions, picture a girl who's like, PMSing out, has all these emotions and stuff like that, and you want her to make decisions, like, she's going to be freaking out. So if you're the guy, supposed to be the more centered one, the more grounded one, more masculine one, is making these decisions, she can be the one that kind of helps bring the party along too, because she's comfortable and relaxed, and you can be like, okay, and lead it. It's like a director on a movie. If there's all these actors on a movie film set ready to act, but no one there to direct them, they're like, well, we can act, but why aren't these people doing what they're told and all this stuff? Like, you need that director to be like, okay, let's do this here, let's make this decision, like, make this. And he's the one that makes the artistic movie, the experience for all of us to sit down and watch. The actors are one part of it that add to it, that give great performances, but the director makes all the decisions. Oh, cut this shot here. edit this thing into here. Yeah, let's get a close up on this. I want you to act like this. I want you to show more emotion. So he's doing all the little tidbits. That's your job in set as leading. Now with pulling the trigger, that means making the moves. Now, like I said before, that the let's get drinks, do that, initiate. A lot of people, they have, it's with text messages, guys like to get the validation a lot of times, and it just annoys me. Like, they want something from the girl. They want those good feelings when they could just pull the trigger, say, let's hang out, let's get drinks. But they're so afraid of like her saying no that they're like, oh man, like, and they just don't do it. What you need to do is pull the trigger. But this goes even further into making out. There'll be times when you're hitting it off really well and you know you should do it. You're like, should I make out? Should I not? And you feel it. You just gotta dive in. Think of it as jumping into a pool of water when you haven't been wet. It's gonna be a shock to the system, but if you just do it, even if you don't get the kiss, I just feel great for doing it because it breaks the little like cage I feel I'm in. I'm like, my brain's telling me not to kiss her. I'm kissing her. I'm choosing free will. I am free. I'm free of what my brain is afraid to do. I'm free of fear, and I'm going for what I want. So even if the girl doesn't do it, it turns my brain on immediately, and I'm like, oh, whoa. It's like I'm alive again. Oh, I'm stopped being an autopilot zombie bot. Like, it's kind of a weird concept to explain, but if you've experienced this, or you go out and actually practice, you actually go out and talk to girls and push your comfort zone, push past what you're afraid of, you'll experience this as well. So I want you to ask yourself the next time you go out or in set, like, what can I do more? What is my sticking point? If you're not, perhaps you feel like you should go for a kiss, you're not going for it, really find those sticking points of like, or even pulling. Like you're hitting off, you're making out with the girl, but you're too afraid to pull her away from her friends. Find those sticking points because those are the places that you're not pulling the trigger at. This keeps escalating. It could be start from like, oh, I'm not approaching and I just need to go up and talk to a girl. Then it can escalate to, oh, I actually need to, this girl likes me and I actually need to invite her over for drinks. I need to pull her back to my place. I need to escalate physically. I need to start trying to finger her. I need to start to like close and like, you know, get all sexual and start getting horny around her so we can like escalate the vibe and the mood. Is that like the mood and a boob, I guess? Maybe. I don't know. You figure that out. Like escalate the mood of the ambiance of like, oh, just trying to get into it and get her horny and stuff like that, and just like letting yourself go first. So I really want you to figure that out and try to push past it. First find like, oh, this is where I'm fucking up. Acknowledge it. And then the next time you go out, really try to push that. Be like, oh, I don't want to make out with girls. All right, I got to make out with her. Like, I got to go in for it. And that's going to really help you like be more objective and not worry about getting rejected. Like, oh, should I kiss her or not? Be like, no, this is my sticking point. I got to pull the trigger. I got to man up. I got 2 balls. Time to use them. So I hope this helps. Hope this gives you some, I don't know, just some information or motivation to kind of mull over in your brain and help you motivate you to take your game to the next level. That's all I'm trying to do here. So hope you enjoy this video. Please leave your comments, questions down below, and make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Until next time.